Merry Yule witchlings and happy new solar year. The winter solstice is a sacred time when daylight is shortest and the sun reaches its lowest point on the wheel of the year. 3 days after the solstice, though, the daylight begins to increase, indicating that we are ascending up the wheel once again. Mother Night births her sun child, and out of winter's darkness, the new solar cycle begins. The sun is deeply revered and honoured in pagan tradition because it is the bringer of all light, growth, and warmth on Earth, and of course, without it, we wouldn't survive. So witches honour the sun's rebirth by setting new intentions, planting the seeds that we will grow and nurture throughout the coming waxing season. Human beings are all born with our own little spiritual spark of sun, the seed of enlightenment that we can awaken throughout our own life cycle. So the evergreen Yule tree endures the harsh cold of winter, teaching us that there is no finality in winter, death, or darkness, and instead, we are all caught in the cycling and recycling of a never-ending wheel. Winter is also the season of invisible magic, as nature's growth is occurring underground, unseen in the darkness. Witches understand the importance of this slowing down and hibernation because inspiration quietly arrives to those who have stopped long enough to recognize it. We now rest in Mother Earth's womb in a state of openness, trust, and hope because new intentions need time to gestate. For my Yule magic, I decided to create a spell jar to pour my intention into for this next cycle around the wheel of the year. It's really satisfying, I find, to keep your intention on your altar for the entire cycle and then open it next Yule to see if you were successful. I've done this the past few years and it's definitely worth it. So that's my intention for this spell. I used ingredients that matched my specific intention, so feel free to switch it up so that everything corresponds with what you are planting for yourself. I also want to say smoke cleanse thoroughly or sound cleanse, whatever you prefer, because you don't want old energies coming with you into this new year and this new intention, so that's really important. So just like the sun, we are also being reborn into a fresh new cycle at Yule. From the cold and the darkness of Mother Night and midwinter, the promise of future light and growth of the sun is reborn. So what exactly do you want to birth into manifestation over the next solar year? What are your goals? What are your dreams? What exactly is your vision for the future? And I will say it's totally fine to not have a single clue how to work towards this intention yet. Don't focus on the how. You just want to set your intention into motion with your vision, hope, and trust at this point on the wheel. This is because at this stage, your intention needs to go through a period of gestation, which hopefully you will receive some inspiration and insight on how to move forward during that process, but that's not right now because we're just planting the seed right now. and then waiting in a state of openness, faith, and hope for the future. So I liked to imagine in my third eye or my mind's eye that I was resting in a sort of unformed, new, fresh, clean reality, focusing on trusting that this intention and this reality will form and that spirit will guide me through that process, but just focusing on what it is that I want. Set the intention for each ingredient to charge your spell jar with warmth, light, and hope, holding your future vision in your mind's eye or your third eye as you go through this process. I thought it'd be really nice to sort of set the intention for this jar to be a safe place for your intention to grow and formulate and gestate, to be nurtured like a baby, because the birth of the sun child is occurring right now, which is the solar cycle. And your intention is also being birthed from you right now. So if your intention is a seed, seeds need to be nourished and nurtured by the soil that they live in. So I kind of thought this would be like a little cute, safe, comfortable space for your intention to rest, almost like in a bed of encouraging, nourishing energy, which, comes from the intention that you set as well as the correspondences of your ingredients.